Oh
shit.
That's it.
Okay, that's it.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Filmcast, Filmtalk.
Oh my
I still don't remember.
Yeah. Well, something.
Episode 10?
Episode 10.
It was supposed to be special, but it's not special because
so fucking cool.
Episode
fucking.
We're here at the same
This
place.
video is not for children.
My name is Victor, and this is
Karim.
And this week we have seen A Serious Man. I have my sheet note here, I'm sorry. A Serious Man, released in 2009 of the 21st century. 2009.
Wow.
Damn, dude. Budget of $7 million, and they grossed up 31 million.
Whoa.
So they almost
That's pretty cool.
over doubled the budget.
And 7 is pretty low for a Hollywood film.
And also for some of the actors they had. I'm coming to that. The Coen brothers directed it. Oscar-nominated or Oscar-winning directors.
Yes.
I think it was something about they won an Oscar, then they did this movie.
Okay.
Some actors, Richard Kind, which is a pretty big actor.
Yeah.
Hence to why $7 million is pretty low for the actors.
But I think this was before his Oscar nomination.
Maybe.
For
because Richard Kind has been in a lot of big movies.
Yeah.
He's a pretty big name. And then we have Sari Lennick and Michael Stuhlbarg. Michael Stuhlbarg, I recognize his face, but I don't remember him from other stuff.
Is he Arthur or is he?
He is Larry.
Larry, like the guy who married. No,
he's the protagonist, the main character.
Okay.
Arthur is or Richard Kind is Arthur, you know, and Sari Lennick is the wife. The Kopnik. So the story is about Larry, who lives. So he's a Jew in a Jew neighborhood. His son is trying to become a man and practices for his Bar Mitzvah, but he's kind of a rascal. And throughout the movie, just Larry's life goes to shit. And it's in different ways. It's divorce. It is his children doesn't love him anymore. His neighbor is weird. Or they don't respect him anymore.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Okay.
The neighbor is super weird and is kind of afraid of him and jealous at the same time of the connection he has to his children. A bribe fiasco or a bribe thing at school, where a student is trying to bribe. It's a lot of things that piles up, and we see this character Larry handling all of these situations. Yes.
Yes.
The son's name is Danny, who has a pretty big side role, alongside with Arthur, who is the brother-in-law that lives on the couch of Larry's house. I feel like these three characters are the most important ones.
And what's his name? The guy who we're gonna marry his wife.
Oh, Sai, yes. And here comes the question leading into the discussion.
Okay, wow,
yes.
Very good
very
yeah.
good transition from intro to discussion.
And here comes the question.
So, the movie...
Why are you...
The movie is classified as a drama, which it is.
Okay.
But also a comedy.
Mm.
Do you think it's a comedy?
So, the Coen brothers
Yes.
have a thing for dark comedy.
Yes.
And it's...
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god!
It was a lot for this.
And it's about that. And it's a comedy. I found it hilarious.
Yes.
And like we talked in school about what drama is, and drama can be tension or conflict or building up suspense.
Yes.
So it's not the Hollywood drama,
Exactly.
but it is in a way, but it's not the main focus. But
No.
I think it has a lot of dark comedy.
The comedy is not the normal, a guy slips on a banana peel.
That's
And-
comedy for you.
I mean, it's not like a clown juggling and then getting all the bowling pins on his head or something, everyone poking at him. Poking?
It's not jokes. It's not like Seinfeld.
Yeah, there are no actual jokes. It's just more that you laugh internally at the situation he's in. But you also have you sympathize with him. It's a very weird comedy. It's not the one that you sit and actually laugh. It's more of a...
Well, I laughed. I laughed like
Oh, you did?
out loud in school.
I felt just awkward laughing, That's
No,
that.
I found it like hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
But like it's I think the comedy is how
It's unique.
Yeah, it's very unique. It's like it's their it's their like signature. But I found like how his world, how the Coen brothers like movie universe is portrayed, and how the small details and how people say stuff, how the actors do stuff or act out, that's the fun part. Like the rabbi talking to Danny?
Yeah, Danny, the son.
Danny, yeah. The rabbi talking to Danny, that was hilarious. Larry talking Larry talking to the neighbor, that's hilarious. Like just how
the interactions are so
Yeah.
awkward that you feel just...
And it's not only like the awkwardness, but like how, I don't know how to explain it, but they act it out in such a way. It's not a normal way. I don't think this would happen in real life. But it's really about how this perspective on life is.
Yes.
I think we talked a lot in school about that directors show you their version of life. And I think this version of reality is super funny in a way.
I think that there are some people, like in real life, that acts just like Larry. It's just that in every situation, he gets just shit pushed on him. And his reaction is always the same. Oh, okay. He doesn't say, like, stop it. He doesn't say, oh, what are you doing? He just, sucks it in. And he doesn't let out his rage.
Yeah.
Except for one scene where he kind of screams at the phone. And then the guy on the other side of the phone says, oh, are you all right? Oh, how are you doing? And he immediately realizes, okay, this is not good. I'm good, So we just see him piling all of these things up in him. And because of that, he doesn't let it go. He just keeps it inside of his head. And he's starting to having nightmares. And one thing that's kind of, like, iconic, I guess, is that even though he has a wet dream, in his wet dream, somehow he still turns it into a horrible experience. So no matter what he thinks or imagine, he just can't let go of these horrible things.
Which wet dream? Wait.
The one when he's having sex with the neighbor's wife, the rich wife.
Was that a dream?
That was a dream.
I thought it was.
She was just, like a stiff.
Yeah, but I think
wood.
that wasn't that.
But that was a
reality?
dream. That was a dream.
Did he wake up from it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He woke up at the
What happened in
the
that?
motel. I forgot what it's called.
Like, oh my god, did I miss that out?
Yeah, that's a dream. He has, I think, has
what
2 or 3.
happened? Like, what woke him up?
I think it's something along like he's like, oh, this is so great, no, and her reaction is just doesn't care.
Yeah.
And then someone storms into the room or something, and he be like, and then wakes up.
Oh, I feel like I missed that. I rewatched that scene because I found it hilarious as well.
Okay.
But I I feel like I missed that.
Because I remember seeing it, feeling that's a weird jump, but I guess it kind of makes sense, you know. He just let it go and feel like I really need this, and then you feel like this scene is so awkward because compared to the scene when she smokes weed with him, she's so different. And in this scene, she was like, you know,
no, I
completely stiff.
I thought
completely...
she was in her character. That's like a bit of her.
Yeah.
It's not a big thing for her.
Yeah.
She's like, it's like just sex, but for him, are you sure that was a dream?
I am pretty sure.
You're pretty sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we talked in the beginning about what this film is about, and you had an introduction about him.
Yes.
And like all this weird stuff happening in his life.
Yes.
But I feel that the movie is almost about him like finding out that life is complicated, or like he's trying to understand life. And that's like a concurrent theme in the movie.
Yes.
He's trying to understand why these things are happening around him. He asks many times, like, why
does these things keep happening to me?
Yeah.
As soon as something happens, it's just bad for him. At work, he has his work colleague being like, "Oh, you don't have to be afraid, but be afraid." He's getting. Did he get sued by the students' parents?
No.
It was just he's getting like.
So he was like going up for a tenure, and someone was sending in, like mail, or sending in like stuff like, "Oh, this guy is like weird" or something.
He needs to prove that he actually knows what he's talking about.
No, that's something. People like complaining that he shouldn't get tenure.
Okay.
But like stuff happens in his life, and he is supposed to stand up and like it's like his responsibility. And he's trying to understand like, why is life like this, you know? Why does this keep happening to me? And it's almost like Danny should be in that situation, you know? Someone growing up to be a man and like trying to understand life.
Yes.
And like Bar Mitzvah, it's about becoming a man, right?
And that dude was high during his Bar Mitzvah.
Yeah, which is super fun.
That made me laugh. Really just so fun to see him standing there, because I thought it would gonna go to shit, you know, the classic he's either drunk at the wrong place or high at the wrong place. He would puke up in a bucket or something, and everyone would laugh at him or something. But it was just he just nailed it.
Yeah, but like
he just went home and immediately, you know.
But he didn't care for the
Bar Mitzvah.
The Bar Mitzvah. It's like, okay, so I think the Bar Mitzvah and how Danny is like he's coming up to life and trying to understand life, but he's taking another route. He's trying to mellow life, almost like the drug, becoming mellow to life. And so that with the script, like he's supposed to read the what's it called, the language.
Oh shit!
Hebrew.
Yeah, Hebrew.
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 He's supposed to read it and learn it, but he chooses to listen to it and just memorize the words. And not he doesn't understand the meaning behind them, which is like a symbolic thing for trying to like just get through life and just like do whatever you need. Yeah, just make it.
Not actually make it, just pass by.
Yeah.
Don't like die in a gutter, but more like I don't need to be up here. I just want to get past and just do my thing.
Yeah, and he's almost like at the other side of the spectrum from his dad. And his dad, he's trying to understand life. but not in why, like, not in what could I do, but why is this happening to me? Like, I didn't do something to get this. Like, I don't deserve it, almost. You know? It's like at the opposite side of his son, trying to mellow through life. He's trying to understand life in like how complicated life is. But it's almost like there should be somewhere in the middle. Like, you're trying to get through life, but you don't need to understand everything. And it was beautiful, like how it's about, I didn't do anything to get this, and he screams that in the phone. He says, I didn't do anything. He doesn't say, I didn't order this, or, you know, when he's talking about the record company. He says, I didn't do anything. I do not deserve this. But it's maybe about that him not doing something about his life. You know?
Yes.
It's like he's not, maybe he didn't put effort into his marriage. That's why he gets out. Like, she got out, or she wanted divorce. He didn't put the effort to help his student, and that's why his student got an F. You know, it's like, what didn't I do? Yes. And it's about the mathematics is a good symbol for that, and Arthur's, you know, Arthur was like sketching stuff. And
that was a weird part, because it looked super genius or super important.
Yeah.
And didn't really.
Well, it's super genius, and we understood that because he played cards, but he was counting cards. You know, and that's why he was winning.
Yes.
And I looked it up, and that thing he was like doing, it's like a weird map.
Oh, of
like
different outcomes.
Life. Yeah, map of like life and the complication of everything.
Yeah. But one thing about Larry that I thought was very interesting compared to Danny is that his way of looking at desires. Because Larry just thinks kind of the same way of, I just need to pass by, but in a way of, I just need to do my thing and just do it good, you know. We clearly see that he has desires for other things. For example, when he's on the roof in this iconic scene from the movie. You know, he's standing on the roof, he does what he's supposed to do, fix the antenna, but then he sees that the neighbor's wife is sunbathing topless. And we see that he really tries to sneak to really look, and he just stand there and just look at the lady. And we clearly see that he has a desire for like more exotic things, like more like trying new things and stuff. And he falls down the roof and wakes up with was it hospital? No.
No.
He wakes up because he fell down and banged his head.
Yeah.
And fell unconscious. And then after that we don't really have any more desire scenes, except for when he smokes weed with her. But that was more of her kind of pushing it on him. And then immediately he walks out stoned and see his brother-in-law being arrested, or was it? He was arrested. And
they
he
were
just
bringing him home.
Yes, and he runs to the rescue and completely ignores the wife. And that was the only desire part of him. Meanwhile, Danny is just pushing because he wants to have desire. He just wants to have his earphone. He wants to listen to music. He wants to do these things. He wants to hang out with his friends. But he has the responsibility of the Bar Mitzvah and all that. So it's kind of a different way of looking at how you want to treat your interests and what you want to do with them. No.
I think the like the roof scene is a symbolic thing for, well, his way of living, or how he looks upon the world. He's trying to look over he's trying to look over, not pass.
Yes.
Pass through. You know, like, because it takes time or it takes effort for him to know the person and then get her to see her naked. But he's trying to look over, like almost see the reality of things, or the truth about things. He's trying to get like an answer or the finishing goal, you know. But like it's almost they're saying, yeah, if you do that, you're gonna fall on your head, you know. Like life is gonna throw back at you. But something I found interesting was, movies like that remind me a lot about Moonrise Kingdom, about the detail in people, detail in set, detail in how they act stuff out. I feel like everything is there for a reason. The houses look the same.
Yes. We got the feeling of everyone there lives almost exact same life, or the same standards. It's kind of like a trapped environment. And I feel like Danny's character, he didn't express that he really wants to leave, but he really showed that he didn't want to follow the traditions and like becoming a full-fledged man according to the Bar Mitzvah and all that. Meanwhile, the dad is just, thinking, this is where we are, this is how we live. And even if his wife leaves him, he just walks back in, continuing to living his life. Was some about paying the lawyer money, the divorce lawyer?
$3,000, you mean?
Yes.
That wasn't the lawyer. Was
that the music label?
No, that was for Arthur's.
Bar Mitzvah.
No, Arthur's because he got in.
Oh yeah, Arthur. Oh, shit.
So it was the lawyer's money for getting him out, basically.
Yeah.
Because he said oh yeah, this guy is going to help him, but he's expensive. So it's like stuff happens around him, but he gets to, as I said, he gets the responsibility. So he gets to pay for that, and he gets to pay for the music label that he didn't enjoy that. That wasn't for him. And he gets to pay also for the funeral of his
neighbors.
No, his wife's affair, affair guy, or
his
the guy
his neighbor that was banging his wife.
Was it his neighbor?
I think it was his neighbor, Sai.
Okay, I
think
didn't know
so.
that. But so I think
at least he lived in the neighborhood or something.
So I think the thing with the houses, and something that keeps coming back through the film, is how much does stuff matter? I think that all the houses look the same, but the people inside them
were different.
Is
hence the hunting dad with his son.
Yeah.
Just casually coming home with a deer.
Yeah. I think it's I think they're trying to say almost it doesn't matter, because from the outside you all look the same. And how much do things matter? Does it matter that he paid so we get Danny was supposed to pay this bully guy for the weed, but he didn't pay him. And we keep we get this him running after Danny, but
every
never
time
catching up.
Yeah.
He stops. So how much does it matter? How much is value in is stuff you're doing? So he's trying. But it doesn't matter, Yeah. So it's how much. And I was thinking about other examples. Yeah. So we get this story that I don't know, this guy, I don't know, his
the
rabbi.
dentist.
Yeah, the dentist.
I didn't understand that.
Oh, okay, so this guy, this dentist.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you the story all over again.
Okay.
This dentist.
Story time.
He gets this guy who wants to make a replica of his teeth. Or for a sleeping deprivation thing, for not snoring.
He wants
I
rain
think,
guard, no guard, mouth guard.
Yeah, exactly. So he makes a mold out of his
Out of clay.
Out of clay of his teeth, and when he's looking at it, he sees that in Hebrew there's like figures on the inside of his like teeth, like backside of lower teeth,
saying like help me.
Yeah.
Or save me.
Save me, help me.
Yeah.
So this guy calls his home and tells him, I need you to come in again. And when the guy comes in, he looks at his teeth and he sees that it's true. They are there.
Yeah.
And
then he starts to ask about them and he just rejects it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he think it's maybe a thing that people have or something. So he checks all of his other clients.
That's later.
Oh, that's later. Okay.
Okay, so he like after a while he looks up like so the Hebrew the things also have like its meaning like it is a word but also a number.
Oh,
so he looks up like the numbers responding to them, and he calls up the number, and it's like a store, Red Owl. And he calls the store and he tells them, who am I calling? And he says, Red Owl, thank you. And he like puts on like he shut him off.
And he goes to the store, right?
And he goes to the store, but he doesn't find out what it's about. And like after a while he kept looking in people's teeth, but he didn't find anything. And he stops telling the story. And Larry's like,
what happened later?
And he says, does it matter? You know, does it matter that you get to know the ending of it? Does it truly matter?
He also tells like, yeah, he just went on with his life and became just happy again. You know, just regretting it. Oh, not regretting it, but
no, he went to the rabbi, and he asked them. Wait, I need to remember what happened after that.
Because I remember him just going back to his normal life, just not thinking about it, happy ending. You know, and I think he was not curious about the. If he was not curious about the actual teeth part, and the rabbi said, it doesn't matter. No,
I think he told him that. Well, he asked him, does it mean that I need to save somebody? Is this like from their God or something? And he said, do you want to save somebody? And that's it. And like, so he went on with his life. So like, but the thing does it matter for you to know like what it means? Because like the interpretation of you, how you interpret the thing that happened to you, doesn't matter to understand why. Like, doesn't matter to understand how God wants things to happen. You know, it's like the religious part of this film is like very important, because it's like, oh, God works in mysterious ways. You know, it's all about that. So does it actually matter how things like happen in your life?
That's a really good, like not mindset, but a really good thing that I didn't think of. Because I had this question for you.
Yeah.
That I now realize that it's not a question anymore. It's a different question.
Okay.
So the intro was very weird. It was obviously like a fairy tale. That some guy that was supposed to be dead just came back, got stabbed, and just walked out. You know. And I'm thinking that would have a important role to the movie, like him coming back or some reference to it, or just, you know, something.
Do you understand why now?
Yes. We don't need to know.
No.
And throughout the entire movie, I just thought when it's gonna have some sort of connection.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So
and
it doesn't matter.
Thing after the movie, like just talking right now, I realize that's a good message.
Yeah.
Because I realized it after the movie, you know.
But I think like people like I think that a part of the message is like does it fucking matter? Like, does anything that happens to you, like, or does it matter if you understand life or not? Because that's like a really deep question. Haven't you thought about, like, oh, life is pretty complicated. Like, how do I work with life? You know, and like, have that been a part of you? Like, have you ever thought about that? Have you ever like got super tired, like not tired, but like frustrated with life when something happened?
Yeah.
And
Like, I just breaking down, just don't know what to do. Yeah. I don't wanna watch story of film.
No more.
No, Mark Cousins is really good though.
Mark Cousins, thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste, senpai.
Thank you.
Arigato.
We are on episode 7.
Are you on episode 7 as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
We're supposed to be on episode 10 this week.
No, we're supposed to be at episode 15.
Yeah, by the end of this week.
No.
Yeah.
At the beginning of this week.
No.
Yes.
We're supposed to watch episode 15 this Friday alongside with reading 90 pages.
No, we need to hand in a short essay.
Okay. Anyways.
about the last 5 chapters and some literature.
Anyways.
Thank you. Namaste.
But the thing about that is the same thing with the ending. Do we really need to know what's happening at the end?
Well, how does it end?
It ends with something with Larry got some sort of,
and the story
not diagnose, but some sort of call into the doctor that he really needs to come in during that day, because the thing that we're gonna talk about are pretty heavy.
Or we think that it's pretty.
We think, because he says we need to talk in person, you know. So we think it's we get this clue that it might be cancer or something, you know, heavy. Because he says something along like it's a heavy topic or it's a heavy thing to talk over the phone. And then we cut to the school where Danny is on the schoolyard.
Yeah, and there's a storm.
And he's trying to talk to the bully, I guess, giving him his $20 or something. But he doesn't get the attention from him because they are looking at the typhoon. No, not typhoon, but maybe a storm or something.
Yeah.
And then he just cuts to credits.
Yeah, which is that picture.
Yes, if you can. So I think the same thing there, that we don't really need to have an end, but it just feels empty without a normal closure that we're used to.
Well, the ending works, and I was like, okay, so there is no climax.
Yes.
So there's probably is like a climax, but I don't like. There's
it's hard
not a
to
clear.
find.
There is no clear climax. Like, how are you gonna end that? And like, do you need a climax? You know, do you have to have almost like that?
I felt like I really am stuck in the normal movie
Theme,
yeah, of having a start,
routine maybe.
Start like a backstory, you know, like something happening, climax, and then the
protagonist.
Yes, and then the actual ending, you know. In this movie, it just felt like it was just things happening, nothing really changed. It was just him getting shit on. He was trying to do different things a bit, like going smoking weed, and stuff like that. Just nothing happened. And then in the end, it's just end.
Here's a thing that I forgot to say about his way of trying to understand life, and the religious part of it. He goes and talks to rabbis. And what do you think about that?
Are they kind of like, I don't really have so much information about like
so they
what the rabbi actually do.
Rabbi is like this like holy.
It's a religious like guide.
No, it's
or
he's like a priest.
Yeah, so you come to talk with them when you have problems and stuff.
Exactly.
So they had this labeling of the first and second rabbi. The first rabbi was the divorce rabbi. I think.
Divorce rabbi?
You know the guy who was bald that in one of his dreams went to his class and just slammed his head against the whiteboard or blackboard.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the first rabbi.
No.
Isn't it?
The guy that's Sion? Is his name Sion?
No, his name is not Sai.
What is the name of the guy that died?
That was Sai.
Yeah, that's Sai. Who like doof, doof, doof.
Oh, that was Sai.
Yeah, that was a dream.
Oh.
I think you fucked up the dreams, man. I think he fucked her.
No, I'm pretty sure.
He fucked her.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he fucked her.
The sex scene is a dream.
I'm pretty sure he fucked her.
No.
We're gonna look this up later.
Should have something coming up on the screen like, no, you know.
Maybe. If you're gonna like look through all of this. I don't think you're gonna do it.
Nah.
But okay, wait. What were we talking? That was Sai. Yes. Senpai.
Because, are you sure? Because
the first rabbi is the like what is the opposite of senior?
Junior.
Junior rabbi.
Oh,
it was
you
the
mean
guy from the Big Bang Theory.
Oh, he was the first rabbi. The second rabbi, he was telling the dentist story.
Yes.
Because I thought the first rabbi was the I guess Sai, and then
it's not.
and the guy from Big Bang Theory was like a lawyer, that he was the lawyer for the divorce.
What?
I don't know.
No, he was waiting. Dude, I think you were sleepy when you watched this film. He was waiting to meet the.
I'm sure about the sex thing though.
He was waiting to meet the third rabbi.
Okay.
And they said he was like away or something.
The
marzipan.
That everyone recommended all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he met. So it's a real thing that.
Marzipan.
I don't know. It's a real thing that in the Jewish community, when you have a problem or something, people will say, "Well, go talk to the rabbi," and it's like it's this thing with that they're older and wiser, so they have a lot to say and they have experience from life, so it can always help you with the experience of understanding life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they kind of help you, like guide you in a way.
Yeah. So what does the first rabbi tell him?
I don't remember.
He tells him that he needs a new perspective on life.
Yes. Which he doesn't get.
He says, like, look at the parking lot. This parking lot. Like, a parking lot, you see it every day, but then from fresh eyes, you know, when you go to a new place that you've never been to,
you have different thoughts.
You see the place in another way. You see life in another way.
Yeah.
Like, because place, reality, life, you know, see life out of new perspective, and I think that is like him telling him, like, okay, you don't need to see life as this, oh, why is this happening to me type scenario. But instead, like, look at life as it is, oh, that's beautiful. Because, like, when you go to a new place, you're like, oh, I know there's a thingy there, and I know this building is there. You see it as it is. You just take it in. And that's maybe how you should see life. Is that too deep? Is that deep enough for you?
I think also.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, that you need to, like, forget the normal way of thinking. For example,
if you try to understand life,
yes,
you're gonna get mad. You know.
Yeah. You're
gonna become mad, and when you see things as they are, not as how
that you have
want,
connected it.
Yeah,
to.
how you want them to be, or how you know that they are, but just how they are. You're just looking.
Yeah.
And that's how you that's how you experience new places. You see them as is. You don't have any connections to them. You're not trying to put stuff to them. They are exactly how they are. You're just accepting how they are because this is how they are.
Yeah.
You know?
Like when you commute to school, for example.
Yeah.
You come to a certain point where you just think of this is the way. Exactly. This is just the way to school.
Yeah.
And you constantly have that thought on that road. But if someone completely new come to that place, they would probably just look around, being like, "Whoa, pretty cool."
Like, this is how it is. Yeah. And I think that that's another, dude. This film is like full of fucking.
It's full of just things that if you really.
It's so deep, like on many levels.
If you seek it and trying to just apply it to your own life, you can maybe be helpful.
So
it's like this movie is a rabbi.
No, not really, because it's saying that it's not important to try to understand.
I think it's more like the movie is trying to teach people, try to think from this different perspective. Does it really matter? You know, the messages that the movie has are the same thing that the rabbi tried to tell Larry. So it's kind of like the movie is trying to, tell the audience, being like, oh, you don't need to think about the ending. You don't need to think about what's actually happening,
But it's like, but the thing is, from that is, you expect the third rabbi to be the most wise, and
that's the old dude, right? Yeah.
But
is
it's
that
it's
the
almost anticlimactic.
He's only in the scene of when he's giving back the Walkman, or not Walkman, but like the MP3 player or whatever it is. That's some old shit that we don't know. Like a cassette player.
Yeah, I think it was.
Back to Danny and saying like, be a good boy. Was that the guy that everyone told Larry to go to?
Oh, dude, here's another deep thing. Yeah, I think that's the guy that they told him to go meet. But the thing is, he never gets to meet him, because when he goes out and tries to meet him, he's like, no, he's busy. He doesn't look busy. He's thinking, But like, okay, so it's a tradition that when you have your bar mitzvah, you go, like, the rabbi congrats you.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, that Danny went there to meet him, and he was gonna congrat him, and he was gonna tell him, like, give him a word of advice for his life. And what does he tell him in conclusion?
Just be a good boy.
Just be a good boy. Isn't that a good motto for life? Yeah. I think that is what they're trying to say with the film. And now I have said that this is the third time I'm saying like this is what they're trying to say with the film, but I think that's
they have so many messages.
I think that's the ultimate message. Like, you don't understand life. You don't need to.
Yeah.
Just be a good boy. That's my summary of the film.
And is that the thing that Larry keeps thinking? Maybe. Just be a good boy. Just do the thing that you're meant to do. Like,
you mean Danny or?
No, I mean Larry. Like, he just thinks, I am a teacher. Even though my life is going to shit, I'm just gonna be a teacher. I'm just gonna be a good boy. I'm not gonna make a scene. I'm not gonna try to follow hunt after my desires. I'm just gonna do my thing. I might look at my desires from a distance, but I will never walk outside of my bubble because I am a good boy or something.
No, I don't think so.
Because I think it's really pushed into the mentality of I'm not allowed to change. I have to do my thing, even though my life is going to shit.
I think that he thinks he's a good boy.
Yes, I think that too.
And
that's why, because he says, why does this keep happening to me?
Yeah, because he's like blaming that he didn't do anything to deserve this.
Yes.
He's a good boy, but that doesn't matter. Like, yes. It's but I was gonna say something. What? Huh? What was I gonna say?
No clue. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think I have most of my questions answered and like discussed, because now I can't really think of anything more to talk about. Because,
yeah, I remembered. Okay, so he met. Sorry.
because I'm just gonna say, because I just think like it's more about the message. The technical aspect is not that impressive. But what do you have?
It's super good filmed. Like the technical part of it is like awesome.
Maybe I didn't just focus on it, but that's just say what you're gonna say.
That's even better because they like if you didn't notice anything, that's even better because they made it so beautiful.
Tell what you're gonna tell.
I was gonna say he goes to the second rabbi.
Yes.
And what does the second rabbi tell him?
Tell him that doesn't matter.
Yeah, he tells him does it matter, and he tells him maybe you should try and help others. Because the message inside was like,
help me.
Yeah, help me or save me. And he tells him maybe you should help others. And he start telling people that he was gonna try and help others. And he goes to the neighbor and tells her, yeah, I was just gonna look at like your man is not here and like.
And then he starts to like gets invited to smoke weed and stuff.
Yeah. But that's not the thing. It's like he begins to think about, oh, maybe I need to do more good to get something good back, you know?
Karma, yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing, because I don't remember it really good.
Okay.
He took the money that was given to him.
Yes. That was very late in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what did he use it to?
Pay the $3,000. The Arthur.
Was it?
I think it was because I think it was the. Maybe I'm messing this up too. He's holding the $3,000 bill, and he has his like grading, and he removes the F to a C minus.
Okay, yeah.
But then he gets the phone call of, you need to come to the hospital right now. You know. So maybe that's like instant karma, something.
Oh yeah.
Maybe something.
It's hard.
I might be messing this up because
it's hard to know. Like
I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty late when I watched the movie, so.
Yes, you were tired.
But I'm still sure about the sex scene.
We're gonna fucking look that up, man. Yeah. But I love the film and I love the Coen brothers. Have you seen Fargo?
No, but I heard of it.
Oh my god, because it's like.
Do you think I see movies?
No, man. I think you sit here all day.
I just read the manga.
I need the manga and look at Avatar.
Avatar's good.
He loves Avatar and he's mad that I haven't seen it.
It's not a cartoon. It's a masterpiece.
It's a cartoon.
It's a masterpiece.
It's for children.
It's for intellectuals like me.
I'm just kidding. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna have a marathon and watch all of it. Maybe not all of it, because that would take like 2 days. 2 straight days.
We need to do it sometime.
Yeah, we need to do it.
But anyways, but the thing that I was saying was that, of course, they had some complicated scenes and like pans and stuff, but it was not something groundbreaking for me. It was nothing, there was no scene that was just, oh, that camera movement was amazing, or that particular scene was just amazingly put, technical wise. It was nothing that really stood out for me. So, but maybe I missed something, because you had a point about that.
Well, the thing is, I found when you watch a film,
yes,
and you think that the editing and the choice of cameras, like how the camera is and stuff like that,
just
works really good with the film and the story, then you don't have anything to complain about.
No, that's exactly.
You know what I mean?
There's nothing I complain about.
No.
It's more like it's nothing that's really, has a peak. It's just that everything, as you mentioned.
Well, there is. I have some stuff that.
Yeah, but it's as you say. It does its work perfectly. I felt like the editing was like felt normal, felt like I really understood what's happening in each scene, even though I kind of messed up some things with the rabbis and stuff. But I didn't feel lost, you know. Felt like I was, you know, following the story.
Lost.
He was lost.
He was confused the whole film.
Yeah.
What? What's
he
going
didn't
on?
like the
I'm
editing.
going out. Give me a minute.
But did you have any favorite scenes or technical aspect about the movie?
Well, yeah. I love the music. The music was perfect. It was very like... It was very Moonrise Kingdom-ish. You know? It was very story-like. Very... mystery... confusement, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It was like it's a really good score that they keep coming to, and it's like I don't remember the melody exactly. I can't like.
No, I can't recreate it.
No, I can't recreate it, but it's like
just humming.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, and I loved it so much. It was perfect for the film. But also the composition.
Yeah.
Of everything, it's really good, and
they showed what they needed to tell.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't overtell.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. They didn't show unnecessary things.
But everything is there for a reason.
Yes,
and everything has a reason behind it. You know, it's but like the scene in the church, or the when he was gonna take his bar mitzvah, like the wide pictures, like the wide shots, so beautifully composed, and how the people are sitting in their room, very beautiful.
Okay, so I did like when he was high during his bar mitzvah, and he walked from the altar. Do you say I don't know the but the altar scene
and back
thing,
to his...
when he got his little thing. I'm so sorry if I don't know this thing.
The thing.
He got this little trophy.
He got his trophy.
And it's this shot from the roof, the ceiling, looking down, and we clearly see everyone being proud of him, and he just wiggles to his parents. You know, I felt like that was. It didn't feel a weird shot. It was just more a majestic, you know, seeing like, oh, this moment of him becoming a man. He's walking, but he's just, you know, swaying. And if we saw that from a normal perspective, like the camera is standing right now, from the side, it would just look, I guess he looked pretty weird. But from the top view, we clearly see how he just sways. So I take that back. I really like that shot because it showed really.
But there's a lot of
the
those
differences.
shots.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those shots, and when he was talking to the second rabbi, we got this like almost. You know, the diagonal shot on his face when something was happening, like how they recreated the story. It was like, it was beautiful, and like for that part. And I love when directors go like crazy with the camera. And I'm gonna try. We need to talk about this. I'm gonna try and do that in the film I'm doing right now.
Okay.
And like there is some scenes in this movie that were like literally gonna be in the film that we're making now. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that. Like, no way I knew that, you know, from before. So, in our movie, we have a scene where this girl, right?
Yes.
Has this boy at her place.
Okay.
And the boy thinks that, oh, something is gonna happen, right?
You're about to get the nut.
Yes, he's about to get lucky. And the girl, in the like last minute, picks up a joint and gives it to him.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? It's like, this is exactly what's gonna happen in our film. So it's not about the same thing at all. Like but that shot, which like we got a stoner head, the girl, and a guy who have never smoked before.
Yeah.
it's like I was like, what? Why are we watching this? Like, but also when he smokes, like, we're gonna have a lot of shots like interpreting the or visualizing his thoughts and what happens when he's high. So that was fun to watch the stuff there.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited about that. But we can begin talking if you want about the short film, because I want to hear about how you're going at being the photographer of the movie.
I'm honestly not really sure at this point. So we have this new assignment in school. We're gonna make our first professional-ish.
Yeah. Very professional.
Like professional,
We're going hard.
professional thinking. Like, for example, we have to do pre-plan. We need to have like a pre-production floor plan,
short, like shot list,
day schedule about each shot, taking
call sheets, everything.
Yeah, scripta on English.
I don't know.
When you write every scene that you take using the clap, like everything about the pre-production that is used for having a bigger production. But this is of course on a small scale with one camera.
Yeah.
And I feel like I am the cameraman, and I've never really been a dedicated cameraman. It's been more like, I can start the camera and fix the zoom and focus, you know.
And how do you feel with using the FS7? Sony FS7.
I'm not nervous about the camera itself. I'm most nervous about just not getting the view, like, I should have this setting and wide shot, I don't know, I'm a bit nervous, but it's not like I don't know.
I'm super fucking excited, man.
Yeah, I'm excited because I really want to learn.
Excited, yeah.
But I'm more afraid that I might be No, I would just like pull down the group or something,
Okay, you think you're gonna be too
like I would
slow
be
or
standing
something.
there being like, this looks good, and then
but try to take some time to understand the camera a bit more.
Yes,
we done that with
like we will be there 2 hours earlier, so
with our photo or like photographer, me and her, we like borrowed the camera a whole day from like early in the morning, the whole day, and we just like I let her like practice using the camera, understanding the menu, understanding like the weight and how it works, understanding all the inputs and stuff on the side, and we even like rented out the track, because we're gonna use the track. Dude, it's gonna be so fucking cool, man. Like, just wait. We have a lot of surprises. Like, you don't even. I'm trying to keep it a secret from everyone.
I'm excited now.
I'm trying to keep it like most of the stuff secret, because we're going all out.
We're keeping it pretty mellow. Like, we're keeping it pretty simple.
Okay.
We heard that our script is one of the shortest.
Okay.
We had
at least 7 minutes, just so you know.
We had 7 pages, which now is 8.
Okay.
And then another group said, we scrunched or like crushed down the script to become 14 pages.
Oh shit.
So I'm a bit afraid that our will be too short. It has to be within 7 to 10 minutes. But I also think that when we look at our last group project, I felt like, it would be pretty fitting, with all the timings and all the editing in my head, But then once we sat down and felt like this could be a final product, it was up 5 minutes longer than it was supposed to be.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the movie was supposed to be 5 minutes in the older project, and ours was like 8.5 minutes or something. So now feeling that ours might be too short, I feel like that's a bit better, because then we can just throw in like B-rolls, like extra, environment shots, just different like shots here and there, instead of having the story and we need to like maybe cut out something, like deleted scenes just to fit in, Yeah, so I think ours is pretty simple, but it's also good that it's simple. that we're focusing more on the pre-production and keeping us to the actual, assignment.
Okay, so
and not trying to space out.
we are super ambitious with the movie. And I know it's gonna lead to, like, it's not gonna become as good as I'm thinking that it's gonna be.
It's never is. It's never
But
gonna be.
I think it's always better to go way, way, way higher and fail
Yeah.
than to go just like, oh, we're gonna just like make this like, oh,
Just like Larry.
just like fucking Larry living the average fucking life.
But I'm also pretty happy that we're not doing something like that right now. Because I feel like some people in our group, including me, are not used to having a professional... or like having a...
What are you getting at?
We're not having like been on a recording session, if that makes...
Yeah, like a set.
Like I said, yeah. I've only been on student set, one boom mic, one camera, roll. Oh, you weren't rolling? Yes, do that again. But this time is actually, we're having a actor, a actor, and we have like everything planned for it. So, if we did everything correct, that we hope we did, it could be on a larger scale. So that's why I'm happy that it's not super complicated, because just having the camera in this on set is a big step for me. Maybe it's not for you because you're the filmmaker man.
What?
Mr. Big Shots. No,
Mr. Big Shot over here sitting. No,
Did
but
you not understand the meaning of the movie? Don't you know who the rabbi is?
are you a shit man? No, but I wish we actually like put more time into like understanding a film. I think like if I had like a couple of days more,
Yeah.
I would like be able to rewatch the film like and analyze it from a whole other perspective.
Yeah.
Like I seriously saw 40 minutes last night in my bed. Try like 4:30 in the morning. And I was like, oh, I can't continue watching because I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
And then I watched the rest at lunch in school today, So I wish we had more time. But back to the film.
Yes.
So I think I'm taking this short film like too serious. But I was talking to some people today and I was like, but it's probably like good for us to take it super serious.
Because I think that if you take it super serious and push yourself, you're gonna realize that the thing that you're trying to do that's really pushing you would require either more time or more like planning before you execute it. So you will learn more from your mistakes, while I think we will learn more from just a general like layout, if you understand what I mean. But yeah, maybe we should have had more like advanced scenes or advanced shots, because now it's a lot of them are on stativ. What's it called in English?
They're stable, like
stable. Yeah, there's stable shots.
It's not moving shots.
There's no like handheld.
Handheld, yeah.
But I really want to learn more about having a handheld camera, and falling around in the room. I had pitch for...
Maybe that's something we're gonna do. I don't know.
I had a pitch for having... So we had an example of a movie called Goliath. No? Goliath. Yeah, Goliath.
I haven't seen it, but Goliath.
No, but he exampled one of the shots being a handheld following the character through a hallway.
But was it Steadicam?
I don't think it was Steadicam.
Was it shaking?
It was... Maybe it was Steadicam. But at least like,
Was it smooth?
It was smooth.
Like on a gimbal? Was it smooth?
Maybe it was like some sort of gimbal-ish.
Was it smooth?
It was... I don't remember. That's the thing.
If it was smooth, then it was Steadicam.
Yes, but I think it was following him a bit.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe it was some sort of like, Steadicam rig. But anyways, I wanted to, have more dynamic shots, like following the character, But now it's more... Everything's just stable. Which I think is super boring. But we are in a very tight space.
Det jag som döden.
Because I really like my thing that I think is not very popular in the class is that everyone in the class, I think you fall into that category, are more like into these kind of movies, you know, the heavy topic, you know, you sit there and rethink your life, like, what am I doing? And I'm sitting over here and I'm being like, I think Avengers is pretty good.
No, there's a lot of people liking Avengers. There's a...
There are people liking Avengers.
Like you. There are
some people actually enjoy Marvel. You know?
No, there is. Matilda.
That's one.
Yeah, that's one. Wait, I have more. Emma.
That's two.
That's two. Rebecca.
That's three.
That's three. All girls. I think we're getting at something.
I'm a girl.
We have Love, who likes
musicals.
He hates
Marvel movies.
But he likes musicals.
Yeah, but they are...
But that's not this.
I guess.
mean, you know?
But
there's
anyways,
different stuff.
I don't want to compare myself to others, but it just feels like...
We're not gonna do the things that you like doing.
Exactly, because all the pitches I've done for like outside of school projects.
So we have this snowball war fight.
Hey, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do that.
And if you don't want to be the actor, I'm gonna find another one.
I'm super excited. You
were supposed to write the script. I'm gonna write the script because you're taking your time.
So do you want to write the script or do you want me to write the script?
I can write the script.
Okay, do that.
Because I have I'm sorry, but that's it's a baby.
No, I was like, because I felt like you were just like, okay, let's go out and we're gonna figure it out there. So I was like, no, make a script, you know?
Okay.
And I gave you some ideas, but if you want to make the script, of course, make the script. But
I really wanted to make good.
I'm just gonna help you, like, on the spot, like, oh no, film from this, like, come here, or something like that.
Because my kind of thing that I'm into film and the TV series and stuff, that's the more of the traditional comedy, you know, slipping a banana peel, haha, that's funny. Instead of, oh, your life is tragic and you have a lot of different layers of things that just bothers you, but you can't take care of them because you don't take responsibility about your life. I love
comedies as well.
But you know what I mean?
You have seen what my group did. We just made comedies. Like, first course, we just made comedies.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But you want to do some, like, heavy...
I want a guy standing there, or like a girl, doesn't matter. A character standing there with a machine gun, shooting 3D zombies in a snow environment.
You want to remake the last scene in Scarface?
Sure, yeah. Okay. I just want to make cool scenes, you know. Okay. I want to make scenes, I want to make the visuals. I want to make things that people say, that scene was awesome.
Whoa, dude. You should talk to Victor.
Yeah, I know. He's a VFX guy. Ironically, a guy in...
goes up to the bird. What's up, Victor? How are you doing?
Do you like visual effects? Yes, Victor, I do like visual effects. His name is also Victor, and he is the grade above us.
Victor Iverson.
Iverson. Did you just dox him?
No, he's a really good guy. Yeah. He's really good at, like, effects. And he's super professional.
I just feel like
he's got a van. He's got a big van. Okay, big car for big stuff to put outside. Like, it's super cool that he has that.
The things that he done. You seen the show? Now we're derailing a lot, but the thing that they did last summer.
Yeah, the short film they made.
Yeah, when they created like this environment.
Yeah, and
they use a lot of green screens for this environment and stuff. That's the kind of shit I want to do.
Yeah, but I don't know if it became, like, really good. You know what I mean?
I felt it was really good for being, like, the first...
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you see the film?
I think I saw the entire movie, yeah.
What?
Yes.
I told them, like, I want to see it. They didn't show me.
You should have played guitar here at Viggo.
I'm gonna talk to Viggo. But, okay, so let us...
I'm sorry, I maybe
said
something wrong there.
Let's come back to the film.
I want to give it a grade.
Yes, give it a grade.
3.5.
Oh, that's so sad.
Because it's a movie that I, once again, every week, we need to see it again to really appreciate the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
But my first screening was, I didn't understand maybe what I was supposed to feel afterwards. The thing that you told me. You were tired, man. I was tired, but also I didn't really get the message of, does it really matter? Because at the end, I felt like this was just weird.
Okay.
It was not bad. I did not feel like this was a boring movie because I was intrigued. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see what's happening.
Mm-mm.
That's why I felt like the ending was weird, and we left a lot of questions. You know,
Yeah.
was it cancer or was it like something good?
Was it cancer?
Was it cancer? What was the storm for something? Anything. So that's why I felt like the first screening was not really good for me because I maybe didn't think so much about the heavy topics.
But
I just saw the face
yeah.
values, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why it became pretty bland. But now that we discussed more and I heard more about you thinking more about the, you know, the deep layers. It made me realize...
I only scratched the surface, man.
Yeah. But like even that's more than I scratched,
Yeah.
you know. And after that, I might want to rewatch the movie just to think about the heavy messages.
Yeah.
And realize who is a rabbi and not. Nah, I'm just kidding.
How? What?
Okay, I was tired. Anyway,
Yes.
3.5. If I really break down the movie, which I was supposed to do, but I just couldn't because I really didn't get the messages at the time.
Yeah.
Maybe I should give it a higher, but sorry, that's maybe loud.
Lewd.
But at the current time, 3.5.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna tell you what happened while I was watching this.
Yes.
At one scene, I paused the film, and I looked up to Jonas, and I told him, "This film is unmotivating." You know what that means?
You were bored.
No.
No?
That I thought this film was so good that it made
Oh, you
me...
will never do anything as good as
Yeah, I will not do anything even close to as good as this. Like, it's for real. Like this is crazy. Like, the details in this. Like, the boy... the little kid that says, like, fuckers, they're all fuckers. Like, that has that has something behind it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why, but I know that it has something behind it. That, like, this kid is like that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like, the details in the film is crazy. So I like, this is a really good film. Like, this is like my cup of tea, kind of.
Okay. It's not quite mine.
You motherfucker.
It's because...
Fucking bitches.
yeah, but what do you have for a grade for it?
I think I would give it like 4.8 or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's up there. You know, when I like a film,
So you like...
I really, really like the film.
Okay.
When I like a film, I really, really like it. So if you tell me, like, oh, what's your favorite film? There's too many.
Yeah.
There's too many. There's not only one.
So you... 4.8.
Yes.
So rounded up to like 4.1? No?
4? Just let's just...
I mean
give it a
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. But clearly you wanted to push it up, you know.
Yeah. 5.5.
Yeah, I think just that I saw it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have just dug deep. And if I felt like I didn't catch something, catch what they really meant in the discussion, maybe I should like rewatch it.
Yeah,
but I just watched
totally.
it once and saw the face value of it, which is why maybe I should put it.
But did you get the connection, like, or not the connection?
Once you explained it, yeah, I got the connection.
But did you get how I thought this film was like close to or had a relation to Moonrise Kingdom?
Yes.
Did you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
The shots talked, if that makes sense. Anyway.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
They talked a lot.
Just looking at the shots, you could really understand.
But that level of detail in the film.
Yes. Everything has a meaning.
Yeah.
Like all the props, everything. But yes, so that's our...
But yes.
But yes. So this week I don't have a favorite quote because I didn't think of one. Do you have a favorite quote?
Oh, so many. Wait, let me think.
Because we need to make this a regular
Hold
thing.
on.
Regular thing.
Hold on. Wait.
Okay, I have one. Be a good boy. There. I have a
No,
favorite
there's
quote.
probably one that shit. I should have thought about it while watching the film.
Yeah, I thought of it now. You know.
But there's so many. There's probably like one, like very funny, one that I don't remember. But like probably like fuckers, those fuckers, fuckers, give me that fucker. I think something like that.
We didn't even dug in or like discuss Arthur, and I feel like he is a he has
there's
deep
something there.
layers.
Like we didn't
I
talk about
feel
this,
like-
but
I feel
when
like
he
he
was
was
sitting
a-
at the pool.
I feel like he was a main protagonist of
Yeah.
another movie taking place at the same time, because he was. I mean,
That
I
was
can't
crazy.
explain him because he's so weird, and it's because he has probably has so much thing that many things we can talk
take
about,
yeah.
but just.
We can't. We don't
Yeah.
have. We don't afford. We don't
Yes.
have the time.
But this was episode 10,
This was episode 10.
and
This is crazy. We've
is
done
crazy.
this for 10 episodes. Wow.
wow, dude.
You have like these channel
2
cold
digits.
ones and stuff,
Yeah.
making like 1,000 of episode, and we're like,
They're like on 30 or something.
30 only.
I think
Which was it that we talked about? That
cold ones like upload once per month.
Okay, no, then I mean something else. Joe Rogan, like 1,000.
Joe Rogan is a machine.
Yeah, he's a machine.
Produced by frogs.
Yeah.
But anyways. I'm sorry. Anyways, this was
Thank you for
episode
listening.
10. Thanks for listening.
Peace out.